Yo, what is up, my people? Hey, oh, chat's coming. Okay, so I know we're live because I see things coming in. Okay, hey, hi, yo, hello, hi, iPhone 12. Hi, guys. Nice glasses. Nice compliment. Can I get a shout out? What is up, Nico? Hey, hi. There's your shout out. Okay, so I'm doing this because I don't have that much time left with this phone. And often Drew will do a stream on Twitch and then post it here on Facebook. I'm kind of more, or not Facebook, I'm sorry, on YouTube. I'm kind of more of a YouTube guy myself. So uh, here's what we're going to talk about for the next bit. I want to give my review on this. I'm going to give my review on this in a way that I was not able to do on the podcast, not when I first picked it up last week, and not the one that we recorded yesterday, which will be live tomorrow. I keep on having a microfiber here to, keep the fingerprints off of it. So I do want to talk about it, and if you saw the thumbnail, you're going to know that I can't recommend this phone, and I'm going to say that right off the bat. This is a great phone. This is a really, really good iPhone, and it's a good iPhone that I can't really recommend. And I'm talking about the 12 variant specifically. So what we're going to kind of go over is my thoughts on it, what I look for in a phone, specifically an iPhone, and tell you my overall conclusion is about why I don't think this should be the phone to get. Now, before I go into the negatives, because I feel like there's more negatives than positives, I will talk about the positives. Okay, if you have this phone, or if you're in the market and you want this variant of the phone, the Pro, here's why it's a good phone. One, stainless steel, so it's a more premium material that you have there. If you care about that type of stuff, I personally don't like to do cases. My 11 Pro is right here. It's never seen a case, and it never will see a case. I'm more of the essentialist in the sense that I like to have the phone the way it was designed. I don't like to do cases, though I understand why there's a need for a case. Stainless steel. In any way you cut it, it is a more premium feel than aluminum for my UK folks. The only other reference I can give you guys is with the iPad, right? This is all aluminum. Aluminum has that matte. Oh, you can see the fingerprints on it. Oh, that's just fun. The aluminum feels more practical, but this just feels more premium. So if you care about aesthetics, there you go. If you care about 60 frames of Dolby Vision, 4K, whatever any of that stuff is supposed to mean. If you care about it, here you go. I would urge the 12 Pro Max at that point for 60 frames. No, they're both 60 frames. Yeah, they're both 60 frames. If you care about having the highest videography capabilities in a phone, the Pro. I'm that guy. I'm the guy who likes to film everything on the phone most of the time. Every time I have the need, I reach for the phone. I've always have over grabbing this thing right here. And I just don't see the need for the 60 frames. I'm trying really hard not to get into the negatives because I got negatives about the camera, but we'll go into that in a bit. Finally, the colors. Okay, the Pacific Blue is the one that Drew got. Twitter voted on it, and so Drew went ahead and got that one. Nick got silver, therefore leaving me gold. I wasn't going to do graphite. I decided to do gold to mix it up because I always normally get a darker color anyway. The gold it's a good gold. It's remnants of like iPhone 5s gold. This is the shiniest gold I've seen. This part right here does not look gold. You guys can look at this and tell me it does not look gold. It looks white. Now, also to be fair, my lights are definitely more warmer, so it's throwing this off to make it look white. That's how non-gold this gold really feels. I'm going to pause for a second, read the comments because I see things going through. So give me 1 second here. I care about it. About the, I'm going to say about the feel, I'm assuming. Aluminium. Yeah. I love the feel of the 12 Pro, but I had to go with silicon case because life. Simon, I agree with you. Life is life. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Should I upgrade to the iPhone 12 Pro Max or should I wait until the iPhone 13 Pro Max comes out and you have the 11 Pro Max? Ooh, Kyle, if you have the 11 Pro Max, let's wait until we see a review come out with the 12 Pro Max. I would say wait, in my opinion. This is the 1 year. I feel like the Pro series can take a back seat because it's going to be a smaller cycle. If we were to assume that this is sticking around till September of 2021 and we get new iPhones by then effectively we've only had these phones for 10 months. If you're the type of person to upgrade almost annually or biannually, this is sticking around for the shortest period amount of time. Another reason why I can't recommend this phone. I'm getting into the negatives already. Okay, hang on. Let me finish the comments real quick. I love the 12 Pro, but I had to go with... Oh, I already read that one. It looks like silver. It does look like silver. I completely agree. I thought it was white until you said it was gold. This is the gold one. Let's see if I can get it in... Look at that. It's very shiny gold. It is extremely shiny gold, but the gold is not that gold. Just like product red, really not that red. It's like product fade. How's that Adobe Vision? Yes, Nathan. Yes. Adobe, not Adobe. Yes, I get it. Ha! I love gold. Yep. Okay. I think I'm going to skip the iPhone 12 Pro Max and upgrade to the 13 Pro Max. I would recommend. All right, I'm caught up real quick. Now let's talk about the negatives. First thing, who cares about LiDAR? That's an open floor question, by the way, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I'm actually asking, who cares about LiDAR? I don't. Do you? If you do, let me know. No one. Yeah, no one. I do. Oh, winter skis. Okay, so we're 50-50. Tiebreaker. I like it for night mode. Nathan. Okay. I measure all my friends. If you're measuring your friends, I think you're getting too close to your friends there, Grant. I don't. It's cool, but stupid at the same time. No one. All right. Let me tell you why I don't care about this. Today, I'm going to tell you why I don't care about it this cycle. It might have more relevance, iPhone 13. But if this is only meant to turn on when taking night mode portrait, in what scenario do you see yourself in a room so dark, you go, oh my God, you're so beautiful because I can't see you. Let me get a photo. And you get that photo in, right? You ever want to take a photo of somebody in the dark because that's the only time they're not ugly? Portrait mode, night mode. It's the only time. Otherwise, I don't really understand why you would want to take a portrait at night, especially with oh, someone's at my door. Oh, never mind. Especially when you see if night mode, in my opinion, astrophotography, you want to get the photo of the skies. Portrait mode is going to blur it out. I care more about capturing the environment at night if I'm going to take a photo at night, which most of the time, if I'm taking a photo at night, I'm getting skyscrapers, like downtown lights are involved. It's not a dark room. It's either the metropolitan environment, it's the what am I trying to say? It's the sky. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter to me, you know? So, Mr. Beast is done live streaming. I don't even know what that means. Hang on a second. I gotta check something real quick, just to check podcast. Good. Oh, that's a very quick turnaround. All right. Anyway, I just don't see a scenario where portrait mode at night is relevant. As Grant said in the chat, you can measure people. Is that it? I'm not. It's gimmicky right now. I get it's supposed to be an introduction, and then third-party developers with their apps can go and expand on it, give you more accurate readings. Here's my fear. This is a genuine fear of mine. I fear that this LiDAR sensor will have the same fate as 3D touch. Cool for the first 2 years, all this potential, axe it. I think if people don't use this to its full potential, the way it should be, which I don't even know what it means anymore for it to be, they're going to axe it. I can see LiDAR being applicable if they have Apple Glass, whatever they're going to call it. I can see that being a thing. But on the phone, I'm not sold. I've said on the podcast many times that if LiDAR was to give you like portrait video mode, so not natural, but a better bokeh, I could see myself using LiDAR. Otherwise, I don't really see it. Okay. Let's talk. Enough with the LiDAR. I'm thinking real quick about the 3 lenses. The only other reason why you want to get the phone is obviously you want to get the telephoto lens. And I will say that I do use telephoto lens, and we talk about this on the podcast for a little bit. Nick and I go back and forth, and you'll see it in tomorrow's show. We kind of go back and forth because he's a big advocate of telephoto being his favorite lens, and I do see practicality in telephoto. But realistically, my argument that I have to say about dropping one of the lens is that when you go to take a photo, you are using your environment to fit the shot or the video. If I was to open it up and all I had was do I got it in frame? Enough. If this is all I had to work with, you move the camera to fit the frame of your shot. You can go ultra wide, get your shot in, or telephoto, but most of the time on your phone, if you're going to take a photo, you move to your subject or you have it fit in frame. I'm curious to see how I can get creative with dropping telephoto, because ultimately I think I'm going to stick with getting 12 mini is going to be the camera of my choosing. But that's my preference choice. Lastly, why I can't really recommend this phone. That little sucker right there, if I can get that in focus. That right there. 5G. Oh my goodness. 5G is so pointless. It hurt my battery. It was making my phone overheat. 5G is a buzzword right now. It's just one of those things where you're like, oh my God, it's 5G. Now my download speed. All you're doing with 5G is going to, the Ookla speed test and doing speed tests real quick. You're not really seeing its potential. And when I went off of 5G and I went back to 4G LTE, everything was more consistent, more reliable, and it was not making my phone overheat. This thing got so hot every time I went on 5G. I couldn't get behind it. I do like the smaller bezels. Yeah, there you go. I like the smaller bezels of it, but I don't know. So, comfort-wise, last thing is comfort for me. The 12, the 11, and all the way from 6 to 11, these are the most comfortable holding phones for me. I love the industrial, kind of like the iPad, kind of like iPhone 5 series and 4. I love the squared off design. And I'm okay with it, but not when it's so big. When it's so big, it just doesn't feel as comfortable in the hand. The curved edges, they got it right, but it does come with the cost of having visually a thicker border. So there you go. Those are my roundabout thoughts on everything. Things that I haven't really noticed that I was more curious about. Speakers, how loud would the speakers get? How much brighter does the display get? Next to the 11, I can't notice it. When you do side by side of the two, oh hey, look at that. When you do side by side of the two and you're going like this trying to listen to them, you can't really notice a difference. I didn't notice a difference. And I'm the audiophile. I can kind of hear a little bit of it. Not. It's like the placebo effect. You think it's better, therefore it's better. Brighter, I don't know. I would do side by side tests with people. I was like, hey, which one looks brighter? No one could tell. So, if you have an 11 and you have not upgraded, I do not recommend the Pro. If you have a 10S or a 10 and you're thinking about the Pro, I would wait 10 more months. In my opinion, I would save the money and wait, or I would consider getting 12. The 12, in my opinion, is the best bang for your buck. This is the only time I believe this year. This is the only time where the 12 and the 12 Pro are so similar. No one should get the Pro, and I don't think we'll ever see that happen again. I'm so confident that they wanted to put, the Pro Motion 120 refresh rate in here, and they couldn't, and that would have been the differentiating factor visually with the UI, and it's too similar. Save your money. That's my opinion. Save your money. Save it for those new Mac, ARM processors. Save it for AirTags or Apple Glass or literally anything else that Apple has been working on for a long time, and take a pass on this. Unless you desperately need, I can make an argument that nobody desperately needs it, because if you don't have this phone now, you're getting by just fine without LiDAR. It's a great phone, but I think better bang for the buck is the 12. I like the MagSafe. I have it here. It's just slightly out of frame, but let's see if I can get the mic to pick up. It is a cool sound. I like the accessories here. Let's take a listen to what it sounds like. Yeah, that's fun, but it's not enough to keep me on it. I keep taking my SIM card out of it. It was in it for a while, and I keep putting it back to the 11. The 11 Pro is just, I don't know. I'm so hesitant because there's not that much of a difference this year. And that's a good problem to have. It's like the iPad. When we went with the 2018 iPad, each one afterwards, Drew being an example as well, that him and we have not upgraded from the 2018 iPad Pro because it's that good. The 11 Pro is that good. The 12 might be that good, and I'll reserve my judgment when I get my hands on it. So let's catch up on the chat, yeah? I have the iPhone SE 2020. Cool. I mean, that's if saving money is the way to go, there you go. Me desperately needing an upgrade from my 7. I get that, Grant. Yeah. Randy ASMR. When we take a listen to the iPhone charging, it's the greatest sound of boom. Hi everyone. Welcome to my in-depth review of the iPhone 12 Pro. Wait. I'm going to whisper one more time and then I'm going to stop. In my opinion, the iPhone 12 Pro is a transitional phone for the 13 Pro. I agree. Okay. What do you think about the Pro Max since it's just a camera bump? I think if you really, really only have the one camera, which is your phone camera, and you really care about videography or photography, then I would say yes to the 12 Pro Max. But upgrade your store. Don't do the 128 config. But that's also assuming you're going to hold on to the phone for a while. For the first time in my recent year of life, this thing we call life, for the first time, I just don't feel responsible by keeping this phone, by keeping this thing. I feel like I'm blowing money. Not wasting it, but I'm blowing it. You know when you get that high, when you're like, ooh, it's a new toy, and you open it up and everything. I had it on the show because I got it, and it was really nice for 5 seconds. And then reality starts to set in that, like, that's $1,000. And you start thinking about what else could you use $1,000 for? Even if you're doing on a payment plan, even if it's not your money. I got so accustomed to paying, $1,000 that I started thinking for the last 2 years, I could have got a MacBook with those $2,000. For the last 2 years, I could have updated, virtually or literally anything else. But I just wanted to do it for the camera. And ultra wide is not that different between the 12 and the 11. And getting the ultra wide camera lens, that sensor, that was a big stepping stone in my opinion. And I was really hoping it's the exact same camera layout. And if you have the 11 Pro, all right, if you have the 11 as well. If you have 11, you have ultra wide. You know what I mean about how soft the image is and how terrible it is at night. It's not that different with LiDAR and night mode and stuff. It's just not that different. Save your money. I think I would be singing a different tune if the price was lower on the Pro. But then it shouldn't be the Pro. It should be the 12. Just the regular 12. Okay. Let's see. Getting caught up here. Upgrading the iPhone 12. Can't wait to use Face ID and other stuff except 5G. Also, Randy, do you think I should keep the iPhone 12 for years? If you are getting iPhone 12, actually, let me rephrase. I think any phone that comes with Face ID, okay, 10, 10S, 10R, 10S Max, 11 Pro Max, all those, right? If you have a phone that has Face ID, I think all those phones are worth holding on to for quite a few years. At least, I would say at least 3. If you have 10, then I think you can wait until iPhone 13 if you're on 10. That's how much I feel like holding on to these phones lately. I feel like it's these revolutionary accessories or aesthetics or gimmicks is not enough to push me to get that next phone, that next phone. They just got it's such a good problem to have because the iPhone just got so good. But if you have the money and you want the latest and greatest, yeah. Here's where I think I would draw the line, in my opinion. If your phone today, I'm speaking for me, and if it's applicable for you, then it's applicable for you. If your phone does not have night mode or the ultra wide, therefore, if you're not on at least 11, I would get to at least 11. Get to 11, ride that wave out. The camera's that good. I've been so satisfied with the 11 Pro that I keep missing it and I keep coming back to it. The battery is better, so they say. It doesn't have 5G. 5G is not ready, Little things. So, should you hold on to the 12? Yeah, hold on to the 12. Oh man, I don't know how Drew does it. I know his text just blow through. I can't see all. Hang on, I'm gonna scroll up. Let's see if I can catch any of you guys here. Yeah. While I'm looking at some of these the chats, how's everybody's weekend? You guys have a good Halloween? Did you guys do anything fun, or did you social distance quarantine yourself? I stayed home. Yep. Not gonna risk it. AirTags coming. Is AirTags even coming? Yeah, I'm sure it's coming. What do you think about the Pro Max since it's just a camera? I think I already answered that. Two gigs extra RAM. YouTube background plays stays memory for hours versus my 11. Mike Cook, I don't know what you're talking. I use YouTube in the background with my 4 gigs of RAM and works fine. I don't care about 5G. All right, good to know. Randy, I will ship you an iPhone without 5G cutout from the Netherlands if you pay for mine also. Ooh, yeah, no, that's not a good deal. Thanks, Lorenzo, but I'll pass. What did you guys see the guy who cut his hand from the stainless steel edge on the iPhone 12 Pro? No. I didn't know that was a thing. Hey, Randy, does Drew love 5G? You got to tell Drew that 5G got real. No, it got real dumb. 5G is such a joke. All right, what else? Where are we at? 5G's not ready. Help me understand. Does the telephoto lens technically mean zooming in without loss of photo quality? It doesn't even mean that if it's dark. If it's dark, it's going to use the main sensor because the main sensor is the best sensor. The wide angle is the best camera. So I loved it, the 10R, because like the one sensor was the best sensor, and that was just cool to have. But ideally, you would. I did a side-by-side photo of telephoto at 2x on the 12 Pro, minus the or then I went to 1.9 on the wide-angle lens. I did a side-by-side. The subject was clearer with the main camera. 2x had more detail in the background. That's the only difference. But the subject was softer. But that's because telephoto doesn't have the what's that thing called when everything is with the stitching you could see things better. I forgot the name of it already. In not low light does night mode turn on, but then the other thing turns on. I forget the name of it. But that's why the subject was better with the primary. So I can't keep up, so I'm just going back to the bottom. Deep Fusion! Thank you, Deep Fusion. Deep Fusion with the primary made the subject, in this case, my foot, better. I was wearing my socks, so you could see the very detail of the cotton socks. And then that's at 1.9. Deep Fusion works beautifully. When I did 2x and I punched in, the sock was just soft and kind of, blurred out a bit. Not blurred, but it wasn't as detailed. But the background, in this case, like if I did it right here like this, the background, my light or my plant right there would be more defined. But I also feel like that's something that could be cleaned up in post-production when you just sharpen the image just a little bit. If you sharpen the image just a little bit, then it fixed the problem. So telephoto, I don't know. All right. Let's get to the top here. It's Tim Cook's birthday. Okay. Good morning. Happy birthday to me. I'm so excited to tell you it's my birthday. I stayed home. I slept. Oh, we're talking about Halloween? All right. I'm glad everybody had so much fun. How about the iPhone 98 2090 20K HDR? Yeah, Kyle, that sounds like a good phone. September 2021, the end of iPhone. It's like the Apple Watch Series 4. It's basically the same as Series 6. I agree. Tech Price TV, I agree with that. Yeah. Seeing the 12 reviews is tempting me to go back into photography. Christopher Cruz? Do it. Have fun with it. Yeah. Get into photography. It's fun. Okay. iPhone 12 is future-proof phone. So when 5G is better in the future, they have it. I agree. But 5G's is a buzzword. 5G's by the time 5G's ready, people are going to be buying at least the 13 or the 14. You want that millimeter wave, that really, really fast stuff? I just don't see it. I don't see it. Okay. Do you order from the Apple site? I do, Ashton. Yeah, I have the app. I download, or not download, but I pre-order it through the app, and yeah. Nobody came at my door, so I ate all the candy. Me every night. On lockdown here, so no Halloween fun. Did you see my apple pumpkin on Twitter? I don't know. Maybe. Tag me in it. Tag me about the pumpkin, the apple pumpkin, and I'll take a look at it. So like new glasses, or I don't know what you're talking about, Jay. Yo. Ha, nice. Haven't seen Yo-Yo in a bit. Are you looking forward to the ARM Max? Heck yeah! ARM Max, yes. I've been saving money. I've had money put to the side to buy a new Mac for the last 3 years, hoping we would eventually have it. ARM Mac, I can't wait to see which one comes out. I'm so excited about that. I'm more excited about Macs than I am iPhones for the first time. You should do this now. You like a pro tech YouTuber. You should do this now. Wait. Yo, what are you saying? You should do this now. You like a pro tech YouTuber right now. Okay. I'd love to see a revive of the 10R. I agree. I love the 10R colors. I loved everything the 10R was doing. The 11 made it better, but 10R had the best color schemes, in my opinion. I love that dark red, that deep red, and that blue. Yeah, 10R colors was my favorite colors, just for those two. Okay, should I upgrade to a 12 series or wait for next year's coming from 7 Plus? Ooh, 7 Plus. I would upgrade. Yeah, but I get the 12, not the 12 Pro. You night and day difference with your two lenses. From 7 Plus with the two lenses, get the new two lenses. Get the 12 or 12 mini. Note 20 Ultra 5G. That is a thing. I think the iPhone XR should be the next iPhone SE. If they kept the colors, that'd be cool. But I think they're too close in price. Deep Fusion. Oh, yeah. Okay, we talked about it. Witchcraft? Bokeh. Okay. I am thinking to buy the iPhone 11 Pro over the 12 for battery, more than A14 and 5G. Do you know where should I buy the 11 Pro? Amazon. Go to Amazon. Go to Amazon and find like Best Buy or any place that is a no BS like actual retailer. Go to Amazon. Find it. I've always had bad experiences with eBay, so don't do eBay. Look at this. You guys just had me reading the chat the whole time. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. Just got here. What's up, Simon? This dude really be doing a camera comparison on his foot. Heck yeah. I do it on my dog too. She's in a little ball. Oh, she knows what I'm talking about. Her. I like to with deep fusion. I like to get on my dog and like look at her for like you can see individual hair strands and she's sometimes she likes to be photogenic with me too. So she's my subject. But this particular time, I was taking a shot of my foot because she wasn't around to help me. All right. Oh. Hey, Randy, ever thought of trying an Android phone? Tom, Zach, yes, I have. And I was this close to getting the, what was I going to get? The OnePlus 7 or 7T, whatever one had the teardrop one. I was this close to getting it. And it just so happened when I went to the store to pick it up, because they had it for T-Mobile. I went there, and the one that I wanted, which was not the piano black, glossy black. I wanted the matte one that has like the S shape in it. They had just sold out. So I was like, all right, I'll come back later. And then Nick got the same phone, and within a day he returned it. And he was like, this is terrible. So Nick talked me out of it unintentionally, but he did. But I'm always open-minded to try Android. But it will never be my primary just because Apple Card, iCloud, iMessage, and the ecosystem of Mac, iPad, Watch. I just don't see myself leaving the ecosystem, nor would I really care to leave. Everything. I've never used an Android ever, but I always try. I mean, I picked them up. I've touched it and typed and looked at the cameras and stuff like that and saw how like buggy it could be sometimes, but I've never like put my own SIM in it. So maybe one day. But to answer your question, Tom, Zach, I've thought about it, but I don't think I'll ever do it. The iPhones are just too, what I care about a camera, what I care about a phone is I care about the camera and specifically the videography portion of it. And no camera comes close to recording than these things. So not until they master videography. Until they get the cameras down for video, I don't think I'm interested. How long does preparing to ship take on Apple sites? I don't know. Ashton, I would say somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks or something. It changes. It changes. Mine happened pretty quickly, and I think they will happen quickly. But yeah, it changes. 6 days until Pro Max pre-orders, or in this case, 12 mini pre-orders. Woo! And that might be my final phone. I've honestly thought about not even keeping the 12 mini. If I feel the same way I do about the 12 Pro, and I'm like, it's cool, but it's not that much different, then I'll save the $800 and put that towards something else, and I'll just keep this for another year, which is so weird to say. I want to keep the 12 mini because I feel like 12 mini, if I put my dollar towards it, maybe that will entice Apple to keep it around for next year and the year after. I'm going to be the biggest advocate for smaller form factors because it's so obvious to go big, but sometimes size isn't everything. All right, moving on to the chat. Between 1 minute and 1 eternity. Yeah. Okay, 5G is a beta. Are you getting the PS5? I might. I am thinking about it. It does look nice. I haven't watched any of the reviews. I haven't watched Marquez's or anybody else's because I don't need to see a review of PlayStation, okay? I've been playing PlayStation since PS1. I know what a PlayStation is. But right now in my office, my PlayStation is downstairs hooked to my my living room TV. But here, because I got a TV right over here just out of frame. But I have a Switch and I have an Xbox S. And they're party games. I actually, more than anything, I think I use Switch for most things because when friends come over, we play Smash Bros. Hey, bro, want to Smash Bros? Yeah. I got a 6S Plus. No reason to upgrade to 5G. man, Vlad, I'm sorry if you have a 6S Plus. But if it's working, it's working. I get it. Okay. Watch as November event is not about ARM Max. I would be sad. Hey, Randy, are you interested in reviewing the iPad Air 4th Gen? It'd be cool to see it. My wife was thinking about picking one up, but she is very pragmatic about a purchase. She goes, well, why do I need it? What would I use it for? She likes the Touch ID sensor and all that stuff, but she just, in her opinion, she doesn't know for real reasons. So I was like, sure you don't want to at least try? But she's not interested. So I am interested. I just don't think it's going to happen. Was looking at Samsung S7 Plus tablet. Ooh, a tablet from Samsung. How brave of you. Try to say my last name right. Pinned. Kyle Pinn. Pined? I don't know. I guess it's not pronounced how it's spelled because it looks pretty easy. Has John? No, I'm not touching that. Not on this channel. Best names: Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. Photo tagged on Twitter. It's on your Happy Halloween post. Okay. If my country had Apple Card, I would totally be into it. Yeah, Apple Card is great. I like reducing any physical amount of anything I could. I'm going to Twitter real quick so I can see this photo thing. Happy Halloween from the UK. Hey! Look at that. Simon R. Reed. There you go, guys. That's what he said. Nice. All right, that's cool. Thank you for sharing. I've been seeing the Dolby Vision samples from John Morrison's Twitter. They look so good. They do look good. And I look forward to seeing how it's implemented as it's perfected for next year's cycle. Yeah. I'm coming from the 10s Max and getting the 12 Pro. Do you think this will be a big upgrade? And are there many more specs the 12 Pro has than the 10s Max? Ultra wide, 5G, 2 more gigs of RAM. Yep. There you go. I just don't feel like even the Face ID hasn't changed. Another reason why I'm like, you can skip 12, really. Okay, I have 12 Pro Max. You have, but it's not out yet. You would get the 12 Pro Max to try it and then return. Just to try it out, maybe. No, I'm not interested, Jay. I'm not interested in even holding such a behemoth of a phone. This is my version of voting, right? I vote with my dollar. I want them to stop putting all the best tech in the bigger phones and get creative with the smaller and mid-size phones. Small and mid-size size. Because I like having a smaller phone. I don't want a big screen. And maybe I would feel different if I didn't have an iPad, but the iPad's so similar, and I love the iPad. Now that makes sense of having a big screen with the keyboard and all that stuff. It just, stylus and everything like that. The iPad has a reason of being a big screen. For the phone, it's like, so you want to consume media, I would assume YouTube, photos and videos and stuff like that. But outside of that, to which most of those things could be done on iPad or Mac, I just want them to get creative with the cameras on the smaller sensors or on the smaller form factors. It's the same stuff. If it's the same chip, don't restrict anything. That's my opinion. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Remember when Nick thought the PS5 was a spaceship? Nathan, I died. That was so funny. I miss 3D Touch. I miss it too. I got it. It's Pin. That's how you say my last name. Cool. Kyle, I didn't have a phone when there. I didn't have a phone when there was 3D Touch. Ooh. Okay. I need an iPhone 11 Pro Max. I got scammed for 500. Whoa. He got scammed for 500 pounds for one and didn't receive my phone or money back. And I'm heartbroken. Ooh. Thomas, I'm sorry. Oh, Thomas Oliver. I remember your name. Seen you around. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Squared off edges, dig a lot into my palms. RIP 12 Pro Max buyers. And it's not the most comfortable phone, but it's the most fun to hold. It's just comfort not really there. Yo, I got a Mr. Beast shirt. All right, cool. Should I upgrade my iPhone 2G to the 3G? No way. Battery is better as well. The 128 gig is enough for 4K filming. Depends how much 4K filming. I think if you can do a lot of 4K filming with the, look at all this Dolby Vision stuff. If you're gonna do that, I would say go up a bump. Future-proof the phone is what I'm trying to say. It'll be good for a year, but if you'll be pushing it by a year. Okay. What would you like Apple to do with LiDAR? Put it. I don't know. I don't know why we need LiDAR. I don't see. I guess use LiDAR for blurring out backgrounds better in video. Yeah. The same way you can kind of adjust in post-production. And you can, do you want it more blurry, less blurry with bokeh? Do the same. Give me the same artificial play around stuff for video. Yeah. Do that. Where? I'm on 10s Plus, which will be cool features. Whatever. Bye. Do you think I should switch from first gen SE to 12 Pro Max? That is quite the jump. Go from the first gen SE to 12 Pro Max. You couldn't go from smaller form factor to biggest form factor. Do I think so? No. I don't. I mean, that's what you want it, but I wouldn't do it. How's the ceramic shield holding up? It's exactly the same. How's it holding up? Okay. Test. Ceramic shield. Gorilla Glass. Sounds exactly the same. I'm not doing any drop tests on this thing. Oops. Yeah. I'm about to dock it again. Here we go. Let's listen to it. Ceramic shield, I think is, I don't know. I want something that's scratch proof, not crack proof. I've never had an issue with cracking. Every phone I ever get, there's always a scratch on it. So there is a difference. I wouldn't buy used either. I took I'm on. Should I update to 14.1? Is 14.1 the public release right now? I've been on beta for the 11. I'm on 14.2, so I don't know. Whatever the most up-to-date version is, update to that. Always. For security purposes. Never stay behind. Never. Vulnerabilities. Be better than the vulnerabilities that can hack your phone. Done. My expected delivery date for my 12 Pro is the 9th, but I prepared to ship on the 3rd. Oh, okay. I want a Pro just for LiDAR. Oh, it could be a game changer for making up plans for engineering and architecture. Well, so here's my thing about mapping. LiDAR is still not 100%. It's better than what we've had so far when it comes to using your phone. But if you're engineering and architecture, use a real measuring tool. Don't use your phone. That's gimmicky. And not in a good way either. I get what Apple's trying to do. It's not there yet, Chief. This ain't it. If they keep working on it 2 years from now, like, it has to be precise. If you can use the measurements of LiDAR on your phone and then give an accurate 3D print of it, and it's accurate, it fits anything, then now you have a good measuring tool. But people who are building something, you should use dedicated tools for it because it would be better. Those are my thoughts on LiDAR and measuring. If you like bugs, now that you have the gold color, have your opinions changed? Likewise, instead of gold, what color would you go for? Like Pacific blue, graphite, or silver? I don't know if you were here earlier when we were going through it, but the gold just doesn't look all that gold. If you like the lighter color, I mean, it's cool. The frame is good, but just look at the fingerprint. Hang on. Look at that. Fingerprints. Let's see if I can get better angles of just, it's not clean. It's never clean. So you can't even appreciate the gold the same way. I just don't. Yeah. I don't like it. Okay. Pacific blue. If you're thinking about the Pro, I think Pacific blue would be the way to go. Or maybe graphite. But I'm the guy who got midnight green because I knew it was only going to be around for a year. And I love midnight green more than I love the Pacific blue. There. I said it. Can you dance? Absolutely. Dun, 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 dun. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Shout out to all. We never had an issue with scratching. 14.2 is releasing next week. Okay, cool. Hey, Randy, is the iPhone SE 2020 a good budget phone? Absolutely. I think it's the best budget phone for iPhone. It's the cheapest phone. And you get all the modern specs for it for 2020. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Especially if you like Touch ID. That's your only Touch ID like viable phone. What's the biggest feature you want to see in next year's iPhone? I think the last barrier for cameras is giving, a portrait mode version for videography that you can adjust in post-production. Give the same depth data from behind, blur out as much as you want or as less as you want, and give videography a bump there. And then I think they're like, no one's going to come close to that, especially the way they would use the processing chip. But I don't know if A15 would be strong enough. The other thing I think I would like to see for next iPhone is bring back Touch ID in the power button. Everybody's wearing masks now. Face ID. God, I hate Face ID this year. Only when I'm home and I got the iPad, but I hate Face ID. I'm so used to putting in my password now. Yeah, bring back Touch ID in the power button. That's what I would like more than the camera at this point. Yeah. Okay. I hope Apple never makes a fold phone. I think it will mess up the iPhone. Study. Every millimeter of precision matters. Thank you, Simon. Should Apple remove the cable for next year? No, they shouldn't. But we don't get to control that. So many fingerprints. you could develop a Touch ID sensor on there. Yep, that's true. Staying on the 11 until we get 120 hertz and probably get rid of the notch. I don't disagree with that, Joe. I mean, I think that's a fair statement. I wish the Pros had all aluminum size, to be honest. I agree. Just keep the colors and just make them aluminum size, like iPhone 5S. Very nice. Very nice. Time to cancel Randy. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can cancel me. Won't be the first time I've died. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. All right. The Graphite 12 Pro looks really good. Love those glasses. Thank you. You know what I noticed? I don't wear glasses a lot when I'm doing the podcast because I'm not really looking at stuff, but I have many glasses. Yeah. Come to Belgium. I want to meet you. You look like a nice person. Thank you. If I ever go on tour for music or just to go do like a world tour meetup with my fans, what's up, people? I'll keep that in mind. Come to California. What color would you get with the 12 mini? That is a great question, Julian. I really wanted the red to be redder, but I will say probably blue or black. But black and white is so safe. Like you didn't expect that. So probably blue. My wife is going to get the green one. So I'm going to look at her green one and be like, oh, I should have got this one or something. But I feel like the green is going to be faded enough like the gold where it's like you can kind of tell it's there. But yeah. Yeah. I think it still has value for quick estimates. I'm not construction either. I'm an electrical designer. Oh, you're talking about the LiDAR. Gotcha. I want red Apple Watch Series 6 with sapphire glass. That'd be cool. Do you talk about jailbreak iPhones on this channel? I mean, I don't see a need anymore for jailbreaking. It's just, as time went on, jailbreaking became less and less relevant for me personally. So I won't talk about it. Drew might, Nick might. I used to jailbreak. Last time I jailbroke was 6S. I don't really care about jailbreaking anymore. Apple, fixed a lot of things that I wanted fixed. So, I mean, maybe. I don't know. It depends. I just maybe not for me. Don't quote Rise of Skywalker. Where's an upgrade from 10s Max? Maybe. Maybe where's an upgrade? If depends on which one you want to get. Taylor Talks Tech. I would say, yeah, maybe. Depending on which configuration you want. What did you do to Nick and Drew? They are locked away in that closet right there. Their bodies are in there decaying, and now I have a candle right here to help get rid of the smell of their bodies decaying. Really dark and morbid, I know. Morbid. Oh, we're coming to the end of our stream here, guys. I'm gonna finish up real quick. I have iPhone 8 Plus. Would you recommend the upgrade? Yes. Well, unless you like Touch ID, but even then, yes. I don't know. Do you like Touch ID? If you like Touch ID, stick with the 8 Plus. I wanted a silver this year, but all those fingerprints are making me think about blue. Think that will be better. Blue? Oh, you're talking about 12 or 12 Pro? Aluminum frame won't give you the fingerprints, but on the back it's going to be pretty bad. I would think the fingerprints on the darker displays, like the black and the blue, are going to be more noticeable than white and mint green. Yeah. Are you going to buy MagSafe Duo? maybe. Well, we'll see what the cost is. Maybe. The iPhone 12 Blue doesn't look that great. I want to see it in person, and if I don't like it, I'll return it. I'm getting spammed with emojis. Hide that. Okay. Should I stay on my 11 Pro or upgrade? Stay. Have a good day. Oh, yeah, because Last minute thoughts on Apple One. I personally am really happy about it. A teardrop now. The stream is ending. Good stream, ready. See you later. Oh, yeah, Drew made a video about Apple One. Really quickly, this will be my last question, and then I'm going to get out of here. Thoughts on Apple One. If you are already subscribed to these services and you actually are saving money to the stuff that you are already using, then get it. I use the 200 gig iCloud storage, so $3 I can't really beat. You can't beat $3. I don't use Apple Music anymore because I have the YouTube Premium and I'm getting the music there, and I'm also using my friend's account for Spotify, so I don't really need Apple Music anymore at this time. So Apple Music's off the table. I will say that the fitness portion of it's not something I'm that interested in. Because, you could tell I really work out a lot. I wouldn't pay for the fitness in general. Gym memberships, for me, have a better return if I was to use the gym. Here's the thing that and then Apple TV Plus. Right now, Apple TV Plus is still free until February. But if you get Apple One, you're going to be paying for Apple TV Plus before they actually start charging you just with Apple or with Apple TV Plus. So Apple One is making you pay for a service that is currently free across the board. So I don't know if Apple One is the good deal right now, but if you're using all those other features, which I don't know why people would be paying $10 for News Plus, but people have their, that's between them and their choices and stuff like that. So if you're asking for my thoughts on Apple One, I'm not a fan of subscriptions, period. I don't want to be gridlocked into paying for something. I don't like annual fees. I cut them out wherever I can, personally. I try to make it work. But that's my preference. I will pay for YouTube Premium because I do use it. And I use it a lot. But outside of that, yeah, I can't think of anything else. So with that, I think that's it. Guys, it's been fun. I used to say, how did I say it on my channel? It's been real. It's been fun. I can't say it's been real fun. I'll talk to you later. No, I'm not. But I hope you've enjoyed our little time together. We've talked about the phone. It's going away now. I'm going to take my B-roll shots of it and put that up to the royalty-free channel and get all the shots that I need. And then it's going to go away. And long story short, if you just got here at the back end of it all, in my opinion, 12 over 12 Pro is a better buy. 12 Pro Max. If you really, really, really plan on holding on to that phone for a long period of time, get it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even recommend that. Only because I think it's going to be a short cycle for the 12 series. I think 13 is going to be right around the corner. I think everything will be back on track next September. So this is a very short cycle for iPhones. So I would not recommend 12 Pro this year, personally. My thoughts, and it's okay if you disagree. And I hope you enjoy your phone. Whatever, everyone's asking me, what should I upgrade from that? If you do, I hope you thoroughly enjoy your iPhone, whichever one you have, whichever one you're going to get, or whichever one you're keeping. So with that, everybody, thank you for your time. I will catch you all. Well, you'll see me tomorrow on the podcast episode that'll be out. And we'll see if we want to do another one of these streams at some point. I only like to come on here if I have something to say. But until then, I'll talk to you all later. Take care.